What's happening, everyone? We have a special guest today, and it's Nick. Right now we actually just got to the pond. We're going to do a little bit of bass fishing, actually do a little bit of drop shot fishing, which neither of us have done ever. So I have some mono. I'm going to tie this up. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I will be tying an FG knot on this just because I have the microwave guides. Then we're going to get set up, and actually this is the first pond that we're going to go fish. Over here. In the past I have had some luck here. I've pulled quite a few 2 and 3 pounders out of it. So we're going to give it a shot, but here's tying the FG. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. Now what I initially do, now if I'm on the boat, I just set the rod. If I'm on the boat, I just set the rod off the edge of the boat. This is going to work essentially just the same. I like to put my foot on the back of it. So if I put some tension on it, it is holding it in place, so it's not actually going anywhere. And then I do everything else, basically holding the line with my mouth and then weaving it, but we'll get to that right now. Actually, I lost count, but I usually do 20 or 22. I should end up top, so I'm going to do this one, and this one. So I weave everything as tight as I can. I'll pinch that. I put my tag end of my mono down the main line of my braid, and then I just do 2 half hitches. I try to keep everything tight. Pull it down. Same thing, do 1 more half hitch. Pull everything tight. Then, of course, you have to be careful on this. You want to wrap everything up on your main line. Same thing on this side. And then wet it. And you want to pull until your braid essentially starts to go clear. And I'm not going to work on it too much because this mono isn't super strong. It is, I think, 10 pound or 8 pound. But it'll start to go clear and you should be all good to go. After that, I trim the mono back, and then I'm going to run a couple more half hitches after that. That is really the easiest way to do it. There is a few other ways. I like tying more, but I'm not as quick at tying the risotto ending, which is nice because that's essentially a Chinese finger trap, and you have one knot pulling one direction and another knot pulling the other direction. But the half hitches seem to work pretty good, and if you can do them in a different direction, that always helps. And then Nick, I think, is just tying double uni. Yeah. But he doesn't have the, yeah, he's not using his Reaper rod. That's a sad day. I'm gonna go tell Tim that Nick's refusing to use his equipment.
Whatever.
Bet you wouldn't say that to Tim's face.
I would not.
'Cause Nick's a punk. What are you doing?
I'm waiting to learn how to tie this Palomar knot.
Oh, you're getting ready to do the drop shot?
Yeah.
Okay, did you get a hook? Okay, will you get me one? Okay, so this is also something that I just learned. It looks essentially like a Palomar knot. So I'm going to hold the hook, point up. I'm going to run the line through it. We're going to pull probably 10 inches. I'm going to go back through the same direction I just came. And I'm going to slide the hook towards the loop. I actually want a little bit more line. So I want probably 10 to 12 inches there. And this looks like it can be varied depending on what kind of vegetation you're fishing. Now I have my main line and my tag line and then the loop. So do you have that all up yet? Okay, now pull your hook to where it's got like an inch or two. You're gonna do a simple overhand knot. If I can actually get my fingers to work. And then we're gonna pull this down. We're not gonna cinch it just yet. And then we're going to put the hook and the knot through the loop. And then we'll wet and then cinch.
Is it supposed to hug around the eye of the hook?
It should be all up top. Like that. Everything should be all up top. And then we take the tag end and then run the tag end back through the top, through the eye. And then we tie our weight down on the bottom of this.
Back through the eye?
Through the top, yep. Then pull that, and then you tie a weight down at the bottom. Now I tried to find 1/8 inch. Yeah, I tried to find 1/8 ounce, which we did not have any luck, so we are going to be fishing 3/16, which is going to be fairly heavy, but we're going to give it a shot.
But it is windy, so.
Well, that shouldn't make too much of a difference, but
I understand it might help having.
We didn't have a whole lot of bass gear. I have some of my gear from the other day, which I talked about, and it was a fail. So I have some of that gear. And we also bought this. This thing looked really nice for what it was instead of just buying a pack or two. So we got a couple craws, a couple finesse worms, a lizard, like a Senko style. I think that that's going to be really nice, especially because I don't do a ton of bass fishing, so I don't need the best of the best or a ton of stuff. But that's like 6 worms, I think, or 6 different soft plastics.
Something like that. So, yeah, 6. With 2 worms, a craw, a creature bait, and a lizard.
2 creatures, because I have a craw and a creature, I got you.
Yeah. There's the drop shot.
Ow. So we both have drop shots. I think we're gonna go try that first, and then we're going to go out from there.
Hey, that actually didn't work out bad.
I'm pretty excited about that. What do you want to use first? The finesse or the Senko?
Yeah, probably.
Too bad we didn't think about this more. We could have done like a challenge on this.
Whoever catches.
We'll try, and that's what we'll do. We'll do this over the next 2 hours. We have a little bit of time. We're gonna try and catch a fish on each one of these. So we have like some Senkos, some finesse. We have like some Senko type worms, finesse worms. They didn't give you a creature. We don't get a creature bait.
Are they mixed in here with the lizards?
No.
Oh, these probably look like they were supposed to be a creature. Maybe
So
they messed up.
that's sad. They showed up here,
Right here.
which that's okay. You know, there's a whole crawl box in there, but I really wanted it for like this. And we bought a couple jigs, but I might have a craw or two in the in my box, or like a creature. And I think all I do is just kind of go through. I think that's money right there. I think we should just go try this and see what we can make of the day. Let's make sure we plug this up. Reaper rods, Stratic FK or HG, depending on who you are. I really love this reel. It is absolutely phenomenal. The CI4 is a little bit lighter, but this thing just feels rock solid when you're using it. I really don't have any complaints with it. So stick these 2 in the backpack. Stick these in there. Stick this in there. Nick's cheap. He's already out there. Stick these in the pocket, I guess. Don't need that. Oh, those are actually, we'll be all right. Put this. I might take these. I like white. And I saw they were using like something similar to that with the drop shot. We were talking about AP Basson and John B. So I'm kind of following their footsteps on this one. I've not done a ton of bass fishing, but you know, I take that back. I did a lot of bass fishing when I was younger. I didn't get to go to the coast a lot. I lived in Northport, so it was like a 20-minute drive, so I did a lot of bass fishing in the area where I lived and did well. I never caught anything giant. I mean, a couple 6 and 7 pounders, but it was not a very common thing. Now, the last time we were here, I was casting a fluke right over here, and I pulled like a 2.5 pounder out of there. So go ahead and give this a shot. And I think what we're supposed to do is you just let it go to the bottom, feel weight, and then do this.
Yeah.
Oh, that felt a little heavy. This is a whole new fishing for me, so. And there's a bass right there. We're casting out in the center, trying this drop shot stuff. Do you need to cut it out and then just cast down the bank with it? Oh. Yeah! I don't care if it's a dink. First one on the drop shot I've ever caught. Heck yes! Never in my life have I used a drop shot. Well, I actually had success. I have tried a couple times. Get out of there. The finesse worm. Come on. So that is the first one on the finesse. Nice color. You know, bass fishing always is so much fun. So I'm gonna go to a different color now. We'll try that. We'll get this guy back in here and try and catch another one. All right, guys. Hey, he thumped it and then I just felt weight and I saw it swimming out. There you go. All right. We're both on the board. I think mine's actually, you know, it's pretty close in size. Mine might have been a little bigger, but.
Look at my line though. Look at my knot.
Did it come undone?
Yeah.
Do you need to retie it?
Yeah.
Okay. Good job, bud.
First bass I've caught in a long time.
Obviously, Nick doesn't know how to put bass back in the water.
Really not.
That's okay. Right there. Awesome. All right, I'm gonna put a different one on. I'm actually.
No, my knot didn't come undone. Didn't even come close to coming undone.
Oh, you know what? It was just wrapped around it funny.
That might not look fine.
Yeah.
Cool.
Looks good, buddy. You cut that a little short in my book, but.
That's fine.
Is that we have a dead little baby bluegill or something, or a dead bass right there?
It looks like it looks like a baby bass.
Well, you know, that could be because of the heat that we've had lately.
Yeah, 111-degree weather.
So what color are you gonna use? Oh, you got yours back? I didn't get mine back.
He flopped it up onto the bank.
Do you think we should continue with the challenge and I should try with this?
Sure. Oh yeah, I forgot we're doing a challenge, aren't we?
Yeah. So I caught one at the top. I'm basically just gonna try and work my way down.
Oh, I was actually working my way up.
Okay. So I don't want those back in there. Put that in your pocket.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go here.
I'll try this then.
You just caught one with that, didn't you?
No, I had a different color.
Okay.
I had that blue one.
Well, just one from each slat. So, and then after, if we were able to complete this, hopefully it's not all dinks, then we'll go to some other stuff. I got, like I said, got some jigs in my pocket, so.
Dude, I was out here for an hour and a half and we get one hit yesterday.
My brother also is not very patient. We came out here one day for
Like
3 hours. I caught a bunch. He caught one in the last 10 minutes when he finally started listening to what I was telling him. That was like 6 months ago.
Still older and wiser. So I'm older and wiser than when I said older and wiser the first time.
So smart he is. You know, this actually is working out good. There's the knot holding up pretty decent. Oh, he missed him.
Oh.
Oh. Oh, got off. That was a good thump too. Back to the same lure. I know there's one down there. Oh no, I tightened the backpack where I can't get it open. All right, so I was working my way down. We're gonna go to the finesse worm. This is like so odd. This is such a new, and like I'm not trying to blame it, but this is such a new bite. It's a new feeling. But bass fishing in general is pretty different to me, so. Yeah. Got a nice one? Well, that's number 2. You gotta come get your third worm. If you catch a fish right there, I'm be mad.
That's exactly why I cast it there.
Oh. Oh, he was swimming to me. It might be a little bit better. Just get on shore. Yeah. Nick ain't ahead of anything now.
I'm sweating so bad.
He's a little muddy. Yeah. Number 2. A little bit of a dink, but guess who's tied it up?
I guess you did. Watch this.
And I got my worm back.
Here we go.
Doesn't matter because I need to put a new one.
Bass right here.
I already cast it there. Nada. That one ate it and swam right to me. I almost couldn't catch up to him. Oh. Of course, Nick gets number 3, and it's the smallest bass in the world.
Tiny. Holy cow.
I think your snook might have been the same size.
Probably.
But I guess a dink is a dink, it counts, so. Nick is back in the lead, and I just had a hit. Ooh, and there's a big bass up there, I could see it. Let's go. Oh, you can work that cast in. On to lake number 2. And we're at new lakes, tiny ponds. And Nick already jumped the gun and caught number 4, so I really got some catching up to do. What's up? It hit the water and something exploded on it. I set the hook and I think I broke my whole rig. Nick over here distracted me. That was his tactic. Yep. Broke everything off. Time to go tie up new. He got away with a good one. All right, so we are back. Nick has caught 5, I've caught 2, so he's on his last one and I'm on my 3rd one. He is absolutely demolishing me. But I had to re-rig. And I'm back in the game now. If I have to re-rig again, I'm pretty much out. So, I guess, Walmart Yum Bait Box Drop Shot Challenge?
Sure.
That's a mouthful. Drop Shot Challenge with the Yum plastics that we got. Nick definitely won. He whooped me, actually. I got 2 and he got 5. The only one that you didn't catch something with was the lizard. And I actually had a couple solid hits on that towards the end. I just didn't capitalize on as many as I should have, but
it was fun.
Let's not let this go to his head. He doesn't always win. I don't have to put him in this place next time. So, thanks for tuning in, and I guess we will see you all on the next one.
Sure.
Maybe he might not be here. I don't know. We have to decide what we're actually going to do. So, we will see you on the next one.